Welcome to this session on verifying information. In this session, you will learn to identify the different types of fake news, understand how fake news work, and learn verification methods. So, what is fake news? There's types of fake news. We have disinformation, which is spread with negative intent. For example, to manipulate public opinion or to drive traffic to a specific website. Next, we have misinformation, which is spread without a negative intent, out of misunderstanding. And lastly, malinformation. This is the sharing of genuine information but with the intent to cause harm. Some fake news stories are not entirely false. Where there is smoke, there is fire. They may contain elements of truth but are overall inaccurate, exaggerated, or otherwise misleading. These are all fake news. Clickbait. Sensationalism, outrageous or weird stories, and distorted images. Propaganda. False or distorted stories written to mislead audiences and promote a political agenda or biased perspective. Poor quality journalism. Sometimes journalists don't have time to check all their facts before publishing, leading to genuine mistakes becoming fake news. More on fake news, we have misleading headlines. Since usually only the headline and small snippets of the article are displayed on social media, a misleading headline in itself can function as fake news. We also have imposter content. Genuine news sources are impersonated with false, made-up stories to deceive or mislead audiences. Satire or parody. Some fake news is published for entertainment value. For example, satirical stories use humor, irony, or exaggeration to joke about the news or famous people. The Standard inadvertently started fake news with an April Fool's Day article announcing Barack Obama's relocation to Kenya. Former US President Barack Obama to relocate to Kenya in June. Former US President Barack Obama is resettling in Kenya for at least a year as Special Envoy for US Diplomacy, SED, a deployment which he said makes me truly grateful as I pay tribute to the land of my father and forefathers. Nominated by President Joe Biden, who was Obama's vice president between 2009 and 2016, the former president, codenamed Renegade, was confirmed by the US Senate, which is increasingly exploring the possibility of sending retired presidents to countries of their ancestry. Obama is expected to jet into the country on June 13th for what his team calls a reconnaissance trip, has indicated his desire to set up an office outside the capital, Nairobi, when he finally lands. As we all know, this did not come to pass and it was definitely false and fake news. Kenya election, deep fakes, propaganda, libel inundates social media. The final stretch of the campaigns has witnessed outright propaganda and manipulated videos and audio online spaces, signaling a rebound of fake news. From fabricated videos made to misrepresent a candidate's opinion, to invented phone calls alleging plans to rig elections, and fake statements claiming foreign support for a specific candidate, the deep fakes have increased these final 2 weeks as they seemingly target the less informed. This is something that comes up each and every election period, whereby there's a lot of propaganda that is sold out to ensure that a certain candidate looks better than the other. How to spot fake news? Number one, does it make you emotional? Does the article make you feel very strongly about the subject? Does it make you angry? Does it make you want to take immediate action and share the article? Take these responses as reasons to look deeper into the article. Fake or misleading news articles rely on our emotional responses to spread further. Next, do your due diligence. Look up the site or source on lists of known fake news sites. Does the article you found list an author or authors? What are their credentials? Are they well respected and by whom? Read the About Us page. Who are the owners, writers, publishers, etc.? What are their credentials? Are they well respected and by whom? Who is affiliated with the organization? Note, this portion of the site may also be identified as satire. What do you learn about the site, owner, author, or publisher when you search them on Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Wikipedia. Is it covered elsewhere? How? Can you find the same topic covered by other reputable news sources? Do other reputable news sources portray the event in similar ways? If it seems like big news, but is the only source of coverage, take pause. Can you identify strong bias? Any topic will likely be covered in a variety of ways, and taking this step will help you place the article in context. Use a fact checking site. Fact checking organizations in Africa include AFP Fact Check, Africa Check, and PESA Check. To learn more about verifying information online, head over to the Digital Enquirer Kit. The link is shown on the screen. What's next? Let's learn a weird trick to identify clickbait.